welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial I will show you this amazing Blender tool, which is the Inset Tool, how it works and when to use it. The Inset Tool is one of the standard edit mode modeling tools in Blender. Personally, I think that if you only use 5 modeling tools for your modeling projects, the Inset Tool would be one of them. To use the Inset Tool in Blender, press Tab and enter edit mode like this. So let's zoom in, select some faces, for example switch to face select mode like this. Let's select that face and hit I on your keyboard, the I key. So let's hit N to enable screencast keys. For example, let's select the face, hit I, then move the mouse cursor to adjust and left click to confirm like this, and we have inserted that face. For example, like this. Hit I and drag the mouse wheel, press F9 to bring up the operator panel for additional adjustments, and you can see this pop-up menu for inset faces and how to adjust some factors. In the rest of this tutorial, we will dive into the Inset Tool and learn all about its settings, use cases, and how to avoid certain problems that may occur as we use it. So, what is the Inset Tool in Blender? You can see this pop-up menu. The Inset is one of the most common modeling tools in Blender. According to Cambridge Dictionary, it is something positioned within a larger object. That is exactly what it does in Blender. As we insert something, we create additional geometry as a parameter around our selection and push the selection inwards. By default, we do this without changing the shape of the object, we just add more geometry. There are several variations and options to this. Access through the operator panel found in the bottom left corner. You can go over there and you can see it. Also, you can expand it to see what options you work on. For example, you can try also the F9 key. It's going to be bringing the same menu as here. So let's see what we should do in this case. Another common modeling tool is the Extrude tool. You can read more about that in my tutorials. You can watch some of the previous tutorials for modeling tools. How to insert in Blender. There are 2 ways we can insert in Blender. The first one is by following the instructions already laid out earlier, namely, select your mesh, for example, like this. As shown here, we have some faces. Press Tab to enter edit mode. We have in edit mode, we are in edit mode, select one or more faces. For example, let's select these 2 faces. Press I key to insert, move your mouse to adjust the inset amount. Left click to confirm. Then use the operator panel to tweak any parameters as shown here in this tutorial. The second option is to use the Inset tool from the toolbar. You can go over there. Let's search for Inset tool. It's over here. Over there. Yes, you can activate it. Go over this face and you can insert it. Hold and drag. Select, hold and drag. And you can confirm. It's gonna be bringing this menu over there. Let me show you now what shortcuts and options are there to insert in Blender. While the shortcut key for the Inset tool is I, as shown tutorial, we have several modifier keys. We can also use while we are adjusting the inset and before we confirm. These modifiers access some features otherwise accessible through the operator panel once the operation is confirmed, but using shortcut keys can help speed up the modeling process. After I press I to insert, like in this example, let's activate, go back to switch to select box. Let's activate this tool, hit I to insert like this. You can see that in 3D viewport, just below the header, there is some information displayed. There is information about how can we adjust the Inset tool behavior. Keep in mind that the toolbar is there as help for many tools in Blender. Here are the shortcuts and the explanation available during the operation. I will be listing some of them. Shortcut key. For example, when holding and hold them, for example, on that selected face. Let's select this face, for example, while holding Control hit I and holding Control at the same time. This is going to be pushing the selection inwards and outwards, creating an extrusion or moving the geometry inwards. Hit I, then hold down Shift at the same time. Hitting I and hold it down Shift is gonna be moving. It's gonna be moving the inset 1/10 of the speed for finer adjustments, like this. We have another shortcut which is the O key. It's gonna be changing the outset. Change the Inset Tool. So let's, for example, try this O. Hitting I and O, shown in our tutorial. It's going to be changing the Inset Tool to an Outset Tool, making the new geometry around the selection expand towards like this. And you have also the shortcut B, or using the B key boundary by hitting I and B and drag. Hitting I and B. It's going to be controlling the boundary if an edge is open, meaning that it doesn't have an adjacent face on one side, and we press B to turn off boundaries. The faces at the edge won't be inset, as shown in our tutorial. We have also this feature which is the offset even. When this feature is turned on by default, this scales the newly created geometry, and you can see it like this when trying to check this feature around the inset so that it becomes more even all around. This is turned on by default and should be kept on in most cases. We have also the offset relative. When we check it, you can see the new variations without offset relative. Each edge connected to the inset will be the same length, but if we turn this on, the thickness will be relative to the surrounding geometry. Also, we have this function which is the edge rel. This function is to keep edges straight along the surrounding geometry instead of following the geometry normals that can otherwise bend those edges. We have also another function which is the select outer. Option will change the selection so that the newly created geometry around the inset is selected instead of the part that is being inset. The last setting is interpolate. This we try to adjust any vertex data such as UV maps, vertex colors, and vertex weights to the newly added geometry. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching.